St Mary's have been great to me. They have really brought the expertise of every different division we have in our school to help me achieve my goal. With St Mary's University, anything is possible.
So my name's Nick Perham and I'm a lecturer here on the Sport Rehabilitation programme. It's a specialist sport and exercise medicine programme, and students on the course will actually learn the skills, the theory and the practical skills required to assess and rehabilitate a range of neuromusculoskeletal injuries.
So we're here in the Rehab Gym. I've had my fair few sessions with the rehab department. Obviously I've had 4 knee surgeries, so I'm really looking forward to this because I think there's a few issues with my hip and my knee that I need to really work on before I head up the mountain.
So when Phil does this challenge, his body's going to be going through a range of different challenges really, both from physiology, psychology. I guess where we come in is the stability of that knee. So he's had 4 knee surgeries across both knees, and that's extremely challenging when you're changing direction like you would be going up and down a mountain.
The most strenuous exercise that will happen to me during the climb will be on the way down, when I'm most tired, when I'm most hypoxic. So I need to make sure that my knees and all the surrounding musculature are fine, are strong to deal with that stress, but at the same time be able to deal with that stress after 8 hours of walking uphill beforehand.
We started off by having Phil on the plinth itself, and we had a look at not just the knee but the hip and the ankle, because if those joints aren't working very well, the knee can actually get damaged. So we took the hip through a range of motion assessment tests and also special tests. So we had a look at any problems with ligaments or cartilage in the actual joint itself, and we did the same for the knee. So we took the knee through a range of motion assessments, and I tested various special tests which look at the integrity of the ligaments, so particularly the anterior cruciate ligament, which Phil had injured previously and had surgery on, and the medial and lateral collateral ligaments, which provide stability to the outside of the knee. So we actually found when we did those assessments that Phil's knee was kind of orthopedically stable, the ligaments are doing their job. So then it's really important to test, are the muscles, is the brain doing its job as well? So we do what we call a range of functional assessments. So we had Phil do a range of hopping tasks, and I had a look, does one side of the body perform as well as the other? And we can work out from that what's called a limb symmetry index. That allows us to say, is the injured side as good as the uninjured side, and work out a percentage. And we always want people to be within about a 10% deficit from one side to the other. We actually found with Phil quite a large deficit from his problematic side to his less problematic side. So then what we did is we really honed in on a range of specific exercises, trying to strengthen up the muscles around the hip, the muscles around the knee, and the muscles around the ankle to provide that functional stability that Phil is going to need when he goes up and down this mountain changing direction.
That was a really good session. What I love about sports rehab is it's so much harder than you think it is, because even though you're not lifting heavy weights, they're so specific what you need to do, and they really highlight on your weaknesses. And what I love as well is that every time I go to a rehab session, I learn a little bit more about my body. So if I could, I'd have these every week.
So I think the keys to Phil's success from my perspective are really going to be focusing in on making sure that knee doesn't become painful, so it's nice and stable, the muscles around it are protecting it. And then there's the other things which the other aspects of the multidisciplinary team will look at, the psychology, the physiology, the strength and conditioning support that he's had.